Well, hell yeah, it finally happened. I'm on a supermoto. Ooh. And my feet can barely touch the ground. And I don't mean only because I'm in seven heaven, because this thing is fun, but also literally I'm 184 and I can't touch the ground with my heels. So you might be wondering what this thing is, and even if I told you, you'd probably still be wondering, because what the hell is an SWM SWM? Well, SWM SWM, god damn it, it's so easy to say SWM. SWM means Speedy Works Machine, Speedy Wheels Machine. Well, I don't have my helmet fastened, and I can't find it. Oh, there it is. That's the neutral. How the hell do you not fasten your freaking helmet? That's just stupid. Oh, I don't know where to start. It's super easy to maneuver this thing. I'm sitting really high. I'm sitting quite in the forward on this very firm seat. It's a SWM SM650R. Yep, am I correct? 650 SM650R. That's it. That's what it says on the side. So, a supermoto, a 650cc supermoto. No, I think it was actually something else, like maybe 600 actually. It's quite it's sort of twitchy, or I don't know. It's what can I say? It's lively. It's not twitchy. It just it's really quick to react to any throttle movement. I kind of like the sitting position, like sitting really high up. It's still it's a big motorcycle, and there's still quite a lot of motorcycle right in front of me, so I don't feel like I'm gonna fall over my head. That was the one thing that riding the 690 Duke, the KTM, I kind of had a problem that I always felt that whenever I engaged the front brake, I would just tip over my head. Not with this one, I think. Well, it doesn't feel like that. And the elbows like sticking out on the sides. It's just like a really aggressive. And the sound, I gotta make a list. Like, where do I even start with this thing? Well, maybe I should just ride it a little bit more. Because right now I've been on this freaking straights, and it's not saying much. Okay, let's try in lower, higher gears. Okay, so whoa, how many gears are there? Let's say this is 6th gear and doing 60. Yeah, it's gonna. Whoa. Engine braking is really good at some point. Oh, let's go here. Now I gotta remember not to pull the same stunt I did with the. I pulled with a Yamaha XD660R, where I accelerated coming out of the turn and almost low-sided the bike. But this one actually has proper street tires though, so it should be better. Ow! Wow! Yeah, I like the sound. Oh, it's these low grunts. It's not obnoxious sound. I think that's why I like it. It's vibrating. It is vibrating, especially in pretty much in every gear. But it's not like annoyingly vibrating. I gotta be in higher gear. My nemesis, the roundabouts. It's probably the sound is like you're not gonna aggravate everybody in the neighborhood. That's why I like this kind of a machine. Like, no problem with going over bumps and humps and things. I gotta figure out like which gear to be in. There's no indication on what them. Well, the RPMs are of course, what does this button do? It's saying 000000000. It times RPM. Ah, it's actually showing the RPMs. All right, here we are. And we're trip 6.8. That's all me. When I took this motorcycle out, it had 0 kilometers on it. Trip. I don't know what these things mean. Oh, there we go. There's the RPMs. Not that I really care. It's just, you know, when it's not going, you just change the gear. I mean, that's how it works. So, riding around the city. It's really good. You can see far, sitting high up. I don't dare to lean yet. Should also adjust the mirror. The mirrors are this huge things, and I still can see my shoulders mostly. Wait. I don't know my way around these parts. I think I should have turned around over there. I should have turned right. Should I? And now I'm lost. And that's what the motorcycle is for. It's for exploring. I mean, yeah. Oh, I love the maneuverability. I love the maneuverability. Ow! Ow! It kind of wants to ride away from me, from underneath me. Okay, let's try. I'm gonna have to give way. Not a fan of these front brakes. It's a little bit twitchy. Oh. Yeah, it's just like this. But I guess it's something you can get used to. I mean, nobody tells me to yank that freaking throttle like that. Ah, the engine braking in the higher revs is really good. And lady, you are lost. I can sit back as well. I'm the passenger. I'm just a passenger. And I'll ride and I'll ride. Wow, these levers are quite alright. Yeah. The throttle is really twitchy. I mean, okay, let's give it more revs. Give it a bit more. It's better. So yeah, it's only like in really low revs is it's obnoxiously twitchy. Whee! Somebody has taken my spot. Assholes. God dang it. Oh man. Okay, let's find an alternative spot. Where's it? I don't really get this logic on this roundabout, but who cares? Not me. You know what? Actually, if we have this hooligan thing, why not do something hooligan? Oh, that's a neutral. Can I go here? Or will I break the brand new motorcycle? No, I won't. Because this is what this motorcycle was built for. Okay, it has the street tires, but still. Yep. This is perfect. Now, where's the neutral? Hello, neutral. Where are you? Oh, there you are. At times it's difficult to find the neutral, but something you can get used to. Okay. Backing up is quite difficult when you're on your tippy toes. But it weighs 150 kilos. Do I dare to turn you off? No, it was a little bit problematic to get you going again. Okay. I guess I have to first explain what the SWM is. It's an Italian company backed by some Chinese investors. And the main guy behind this is the same guy who was, I think he was an engineer, or he was behind the Husqvarna before it was sold to KTM. So like half a century ago he was building a motocross motorcycles. So that's what it was famous for back then. And now a few years back, quite lately, it was revitalized, the whole brand. They have motocross bikes, they have enduro, supermoto, and a few classic ones as well, which look kind of odd on the pictures at least. The biggest problem is the color scheme. I can go with the white, red, yellow thing and black, but the way it is painted is kind of looks like a cheap Chinese toy. It's like the Chinese investors said, like, okay, go ahead, do your thing, build the motorcycle, build the engine, do all the technical stuff, but we'll pick the colors. We'll pick the color scheme. Probably wasn't like that, but it's kind of the way it feels. The front lamp, the whole thing, this thing, kind of looks like a Russian traditional headgear. I don't know. But then again, I mean, the color, it's plastic, so it's the easiest thing to recolor, change the color, so that's not really a big problem. The other really, a slightly bigger issue is this small thing. That's the back brake on a motorcycle where, okay, it's, well, the tires are street tires, and so it may be meant for the road mostly, for the tarmac, but still, this back brake. There's many times when I can't find this thing, but I guess that's also something you could probably change. And, well, the mirrors can be changed, that's no problem. The leg comes up quite nice. The sitting position is nice. The bike feels okay. Feels light. Feels good, I'd say. The dash is simple. So we have the RPMs, neutral, low gas light, high beams, which work pushing in, pushing out, and the flasher, and the horn, and the blinkers. And of course, I'm always cancelling the blinkers by pressing the horn button. And on the other side, the kill switch goes in and out as well. So now it's actually ready to be turned on. And you have to pull in the clutch. And then it goes. Yeah, that's actually perfect time to listen to the sound. The low grunt. Yeah, it's nice and low. I love it. Alright. The engine hasn't been breaking in, so I won't give it too much pain. Okay, we have the RPMs. Odometer, which is now on 11 kilometers. 6907 H hours. That can't be. That doesn't look like time. CLK. No, this is the clock. It's apparently 2107. No, it's not. Who cares? Trip 1 STP. Nah, I don't know what that is. Average. Max 84. Maybe speed, I don't know. Trip 2 is here. Trip 2 clock. And I'm apparently doing 10.6 kilometers an hour standing. Nah, that was a trip. Okay, let's leave it at the RPMs. I am melting. Let's get a move on. The clutch is nice and it's not light. It's I'd say it's just right. You can slide the back. Well, if you can find the back brake, it's good. The front brake is a bit mushy. Let's see if I won't go. I can go here. I can, because that's what it was built for, apparently. And now let's scram. Oh, nice and lovely breeze. Let's try the highway. No, not the 90 fucking roadworks. You kidding me? Oh, that's nice and cool. And the front wants to wobble a lot. Do doing 130. I am actually surprised. The wind pushing against me, it's not bad at all. But the bike is wiggling. That's odd. Okay, 120. Let's keep it sensible. It's not... And we're in, yeah. It's probably the 6th gear. It could be cruised around some amounts of time, I guess. Not built for this, obviously. Could be done. If I lean in a little bit more, it's a bit more comfortable. Okay, there is some wind pushing into me, of course, but it's not bad. Oh, it's nimble. Okay, you have to fight it a little bit to make it move. I mean, it's easy to put it into a lean, but once it's in a lean, that wobble is really, really weird. Oh shit, that is a bit creepy, but nobody tells me I don't have to do this. Not a highway machine, and nobody's surprised. The engine braking on this is quite decent. I mean, it's just enough. I feel a bit more confident with these tires when leaning. Oh, it's so fun to lean. I'm telling this each and every time, but it's always true. It is never more truer than on a bike like this. You're so high up, so you feel like you have a long way down. You can lean a long way. And these motorway speeds, the 100-ish, between 90, well, almost 100. Oh, this is relaxing. That slight wobble going through the bumps and humps, it's still there, like it shakes for a second, which is, I never felt this on any other motorcycle before. But then again, I've never ridden like a motorcycle like this before. I don't know, maybe motocross bikes do that. But it's not like confidence shaking. Talking about confidence. So, where I come from, I've been riding for a short time, maybe a year. Probably less because there was a winter, we don't ride it during the winter over here. It's cold, it's snowing. And I ride a 2003 Honda Hornet CB600F, which is a street bike essentially. And it's a small, low sitting one, it's verging on being too small, too low for my size. This is actually more fitting for me. And I never felt confident trying out anything like this before. I mean, especially where my feet don't touch the ground. Because that's usually the... Well, that's gonna be a bit weird. Oh, we can go still. I mean, that's one thing that's gonna ruin your confidence, is when you're trying to stop and you want to put your feet down and there's no ground. So I probably wouldn't have done this, trying out this bike. I'd say even like a few months ago I still wasn't that sure, but now I tried out many different bikes and I finally felt confident to try this out, what this is all about. And this is basically everything I was hoping it to be. I'm not intimidated by its size nor the height. I don't know, I feel confident. I mean, confident enough to even try out the things. Now, the main selling point of this thing is, of course, it has the Husqvarna heritage, and it has essentially the same motor what the Husqvarnas had before KTM took it over. And where was I going with this? You ride a motorcycle, which is fun, and then you just like a trail of thought just flies away. You just look at the flowers and enjoy the ride. So okay, so the main selling point is the freaking price. It's I think it's around 6,000 euros, a brand new motorcycle. I am actually considering this because the price point, well, the only reason why I'm not sure I would want to go for a brand new bike just yet is I want to try out a new motorcycle, but in a different context. I mean, I want to buy that well, enduro-ish motorcycle. Supermoto would be perfect, and try out like riding in the sand, riding in the riding in the gravel, and I don't know, jumping a motorcycle. It's got to be something that I always wanted to do. You know, stupid thing like that. But you don't want to try out that first with a brand new motorcycle, especially if you paid like 10,000 euros for it. But on a cheaper brand new motorcycle, I probably would dare to do this, especially if there's a dealership who would fix all of my mistakes, breaking down and breaking stuff on the motorcycle. I would feel a bit more confident doing this. Yeah, I like you. Let's take you to the city and then take you back. Let's see how you are in the city. At first, how does my butt feel itself? Now, the seating is really, really firm. And it's a slightly odd shape. It's like a little bit roundish. I haven't been in the saddle too long, but I kind of feel my butt. Something you wouldn't want to feel, because it's not cool. I like the seating position, that I'm sitting so high up. I can see over every car into the distance. Every car feels so small all of a sudden, so insignificant. But it doesn't make me want to be like a total hooligan. Like, it's a calm bike. I mean, it can be a calm bike. I wish I could tell you something about the suspension. Let's go through some potholes. So far, I don't know, it hasn't given me any emotions. I mean, not good nor bad. So I guess they're okay. The torque is really good, but I don't dare to apply the full force of it. Because, well, for one, it's not breaking in yet. For second, I don't want to wheel this thing just yet. Hello, small car. Oh, what I haven't tried is riding up. Yeah. Can be done. Maybe a little bit higher handlebars would be good. And you just ran a red light, dear sir. There's always this little kind of shakiness in the steering. Like it's the wobble from side to side. It's kind of always there. Damn. I think I'm like constantly going faster than I kind of feel. Oh, what is this? I'm not moving my hand. At times, it's kind of engine braking, like really all of a sudden. And the lower RPMs. But the higher RPMs are a bit too high for this speed. See, I'm holding my hand perfectly steady. But it's just jerking back and forth a little bit. It is slightly. But if I put it into higher gear, that's better. And it will still jump if needed. It's not really happy doing this, but still. Kind of bummed about the throttle. Hello, police. And especially that squishy throttle might be a problem when there's no really good grip. That is on the gravel. Maybe it's something, I don't know, an engine map might help to fix. Or just learning to control it better. Yeah, it's just like a millimeter here and it's just braking, a millimeter there and it's kind of accelerating. Yeah, but once you find that decent rev range and the decent speed, it's doing quite alright. But maybe the twitchiness comes because it's not like breaking in yet. Maybe. So what do we think about this thing? And what do we think about supermotos in general? Now, I like the stance, I like the seating position. I like how it purrs. I kind of like... Oh, ha! No feet on the ground. I like how it maneuvers. Other than the twitchiness, which may or may not go away on time, or could be fixed. I like this thing. I really like this thing. It just feels like it's me. You know how some motorcycles feel odd and strange, but this thing, I like you. And I can sit up, straight up, It's a more relaxed position, which also I like, especially in the city. Yep. It's gonna be super weird sitting back on my low rider. You see me? You see me. Quick last thoughts? Nah.